Yes, people, we're back. And listen, certain things have to be, certain things have to be discussed today, innit? Because for some people it's a disaster, for some people it's Christmas come early. Let's go!
Mad.
Right, hold on. As Shigs will normally say, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. We're back for another episode post a hangover, like what Jack Grealish has probably gone through of Manchester City, unfortunately, matching Sir Alex Ferguson's 1999 achievement of winning the treble on top of a
Terrible.
three-peat. Manchester United could get bought up by Qatari owners this week, so that might be a little beneficial thing. And Arsenal could also be in for Rice and Caicedo, which again is more terrible news. But before we get into all of that, Mr. Nels,
Yo, yo.
what bro?
Man, it's bad scenes, man. Bad scenes, man. Can't believe they finally done it. Do you know what? To be honest, yeah, it was inevitable that they were gonna do it. It's just a matter. It was just a matter of when. Like always thought they could always do it at any moment, and they've done it now, man.
Yeah, listen, there's been a load of things that have happened. Obviously, I mean, like, it's for me, like, I don't know. It's just seems to have had an impact on pretty much the whole league because everyone, all the supposed big teams in the league, have taken an L on this. Arsenal are still the only recognized big club in England with no Champions League now. Manchester United's greatest achievement, which was built over a long period of time. Ferguson, was renowned for it. They always being like, we won the treble in '99 and all them
I
things.
know. Can't use that excuse no more, boy.
And Andy Cole and Dwight York, they've done it. Chelsea, well, City are closing in on us in terms of club stature now, which is a bit of an L for me. So that's why I didn't really want them winning no treble. And Liverpool, well, with the best team of all time, supposedly, they've managed to let a team go do the treble in it. On their head tops, on the head tops of the best team with the best players to ever play in the Premier League and the best players in the world.
All of that malarkey that they were spitting.
But no, it's actually like, because you know what? Because the thing is that obviously, so I think what it's done, so because I didn't really watch the first half of the final winning because I was away, I was busy doing things in it. I managed to catch the second half though, and from what I watched, like Inter weren't necessarily that bad, nor was City that good.
I thought the first half. Well, if they had their game plan, I'm guessing the game plan was to stifle them in the first half, and then just hit them hard in the second. Maybe that was their game plan going forward. But I think they should have done the reverse: hit them hard, fast as possible, and then just slow the game down afterwards.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. It was funny though because Nick, I think in the first half, Nick, Lautaro had a couple chances, so it was like all the like there was what's the word everyone say? All the foreplay, but no like what's the word called? But no finishing there in it.
Yeah, no pen.
So yeah, so like I mean, Inter had a couple chances. I genuinely thought Inter could do a job on them. Not because they're a better team on paper, because let's be real, there's very few teams that can chat to see in terms of how good they are on paper. But the
Yeah,
thing is that Inter are an unknown commodity in terms of playing Premier League teams because I've not really played too many Premier League teams of recent. I know they played Liverpool last year, but it's
yeah.
not on a consistent basis. So I just thought
Did
in a one.
they beat them, or did Liverpool?
Nah, no. They lost two
Okay,
one
all right.
on aggregate. I think it was Lautaro was the only one who scored in the second leg, and then then they went out. But that's what I'm saying though, because I was just like, okay, so Inter Milan, I know it's not the same Inter Milan team that, won the treble about 13 years ago now.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
But they're still Inter Milan. They've still done it on the big stage. They're still a very good team. They've got guys like Brozovic, Barella, who, by the way, really let me down. Barella was crap. He was so bad. What's their name? Like, Onana was very good, though, for me. Very, very good keeper. Been linked to him, so, I had to do a bit of a scouting job. You know how it is. Had to do my due diligence.
Yeah.
Get some info in. Lautaro's my guy, and I'm a big.
He let me down, man.
I'm a big Lautaro Martinez fan because a lot of people, they seem to rub him out just because of the World Cup. They think that he's a terrible striker, terrible footballer, all of that. But if you watch him regularly for Inter, you will see he's actually a top player in it.
Yeah.
So, but he also didn't step up where need be. And Lukaku, Romelu.
Oh my God. It had to be him, innit? It just had to be him. Of all people to miss that chance, like.
Yeah, trust me. Forget the fact he missed it. He missed one chance and he blocked his teammate's chance of goal.
Yeah. My guy, man. I was counting on him. I was thinking, like, I know it's wrong because I should never, because I think he's dead anyway. But to count on someone like him, terrible.
The thing is, all that showed me.
Wait, sorry to cut. Yeah, I would have started him and put Dzeko. Dzeko would have 100% finished that clean. Like,
well, you would have started Dzeko.
No, I would have started Lukaku instead. Maybe. Even though Dzeko's older, he's still the better striker for me, man.
Yeah, true. The problem is Dzeko moves like a granddad, and
I know that's the only thing.
And recently, and listen, you know me, I'm not a Lukaku fan at all. But recently, Lukaku's been outperforming Dzeko, innit? So, listen, I don't know, innit? It is what it is now. All we've learned from that final is that, listen, Lukaku clearly ain't made for the big moments because that's twice now this year alone where he's had chances to deliver and he's failed. Because remember, he missed the three or four bait chances for Belgium and when they got out of the World Cup. And he also failed to step up for Inter in the Champions League. So listen, Romelu, one day we might have to open a case on you. In fact, no, the case
one day, we could open that anytime, boy.
In fact, no, I'll tell a lie. The case has been open because...
The case has been open several times because remember that record when he first came?
The case, I just think the judge hasn't given him the prison sentence in it.
No way, yeah. Trial's been delayed, I think, on him.
Yeah, it's an ongoing trial. I think once he retires, then we'll see how long his sentence really is in it. But also, on a more positive night, but even with with City, I don't think City was that good from what I watched. I can't speak on the full thing because I didn't watch the full game. But from what I watched, City wasn't amazing. They weren't spectacular.
Yeah, they weren't. It's the same as in the FA Cup. They just did what they had to do.
Yeah, they did what they had to do. Like, Rodri scored a cracker, though. It was a very good finish from Rodri.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, in a way, I'm happy that it was him who scored because a lot of the time, I don't think Rodri or players who play in his position and role in general, I don't think they get as much credit as the other guys because
they don't.
They've always been like, KDB, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Grealish and all that. But Rodri's been mashing work for time now. And
it's the GNA man them, innit, that get the...
Pardon?
The GNA man them that get the plaudits.
Yeah. It's the same reason why, because I was having this convo earlier with another Man United fan, it's the same reason why guys like Michael Carrick never got their flowers up until when Van Persie went to United, because that's when he started getting assists and stuff. So
yeah,
it was it's a similar thing, innit? Like, players in that role, they don't really get the, unless your name's Casemiro, because Man United have the best PR in the world apparently, or a certain number 5 from Arsenal, even Fabinho for a few years. I was told he's the best DM of all time, but
I know, and it's mad because they said he was the best, and then look at this, like a year comes quick, boy, because they're already saying he's had one of the worst.
Yeah,
worst seasons, boy.
But no. So I mean, here's the question though, innit? So what does it do for Pep's legacy? Because he's now joined the club which Mourinho, Ferguson, Wenger, all these guys aren't involved in. He's one of the very few coaches to have won 3 Champions Leagues. Let's say the Champions League era. Forget European Cup and all them things there, because like I don't think people involved in this from 1992 up until now, when the Champions League has been active, there's been no manager more successful in the Champions League than Guardiola. And I think Ancelotti is the only one who's level with him. Ancelotti's won 3. I think 2 of Real Madrid, 1 of AC Milan. We could have won. Oh, has he won 3? Oh no, I think he won 4. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, so he's won more of them.
How many has Ancelotti won? Ancelotti, Don Carlo, because I know that Don Carlo as a manager has won. Oh no, he has won 4. I tell a lie. So there are managers who are more successful than him, but okay. So
but Guardiola, Pep's done the treble twice.
He has done the treble twice.
Yeah.
You know, that's a remarkable achievement in itself. Obviously, there's question marks over how they did it in both occasions, because we all know that, you know, the UEFA Lona stuff from years ago, and obviously Man City, if I speak, I'm in big trouble in it, so I don't want to make.
This one is tainted. Because
no, but to be fair, both of them are tainted, isn't it? Because let's be real.
I don't know about both.
No, because what City are doing now, Barcelona was effectively doing to a much larger scale for years. Like, let's not cap about it. There's a reason why they're called UEFA Lona.
Yeah.
There you go. So, but either way, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have much proof of it. So we can only go with what's in front of us. And he's done 2 trebles. He's one of, I think he's joint with Zidane now in terms of the Champions League wins as a manager. Only Ancelotti's got more. So, listen, does that make Pep the GOAT then? Has he surpassed Fergie? Has he leapfrogged?
I wouldn't say surpassed, but he's definitely top 3.
I don't know, because here's the thing, though, right? Because here's how I put it. So Fergie did 2, 3 in a row, isn't it? But he also stayed for a lot longer. But at the same time, I don't know, man, it's techie. Because Pep's done.
It depends, but I don't know. Fergie's definitely he was the first to do it, innit? Trendsetter as well. So, you can't rub out the original, in my opinion.
Nah, true. I'm just talking about that because there's loads of other managers who've achieved what Fergie's achieved, but in terms of not necessarily for an English club. Actually, I take it back. There's other managers who've done trebles. Like Mourinho's done a treble, Pep's done a treble. What's my man's name? Luis Enrique did a treble years ago with Barca. So
did he?
Yeah, 2015.
Okay.
MSN, bro. That was Enrique. He was the manager.
Was that a treble though?
Yeah, they won Copa del Rey, La Liga, and the
but did they do it in the same season?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I promise you, go check it.
Did they?
Yeah. Okay. Bro, that was, what was it? I think that was Xavi's last season at Barca before he left, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so but yes, so Pep, he's finally got a hand on the Champions League trophy, many years of hurt. And begrudgingly, congratulations to Manchester City. They've matched the greatest achievement set by another English club in Manchester United. They could well surpass it if they go 4 in a row and win the Champions League next year. But who knows? We'll see.
That's not in a row, though.
Pardon?
That's not in a row.
Do you mean if they win 4? No, I'm saying if next year they
win it back to back.
Yeah, if they win the Premier League next year and then the Champions League, they go back to back. Because here's the thing: a lot of the time, people were saying with Man City, they were saying once they win the Champions League, they'll basically go on a run of winning it. Because let's be real, the quality of European football ain't all that no more, innit? There's no elite teams that the only one that people would lean on is Real Madrid, and you saw what they did to Real Madrid. Like a few weeks ago, they brushed past them like they're nothing. So it's well within the realms of possibility that City go win the champs next year.
Nah, I don't know about that. I think other teams come stronger, you know.
No, I'm not saying it happens. I'm saying it's possible.
It's possible. Yeah, definitely. Anything's possible. Definitely. But I don't think they're going to do it again.
I mean, maybe. And then obviously in the league, no one can really chat to them.
No one can chat to them at the moment, but I think their stranglehold might come to an end soon, man.
Well, yes, they say
just by seeing the likes of, I'm not even going to say United at the moment. I'm going to say even you lot have done a lot of spending this season. Newcastle, like even Arsenal might even provide a challenge. I don't think Liverpool are going to take long before they start challenging again. Like, I think it's going to be different. It might be a different season next season, especially with you lot, because you lot spent for next season.
Yeah, true. But the problem is that our thing is a bit of a mess because we've been.
And you lot ain't got no European football, so I'm expecting you lot to go on a hard charge next season.
No, we ain't going for the title. Do you know why we're not going for the title? Because we spent all that money, but we spend it on kids, bro. Like literally, I've said it. I don't want
to future though. That's a good way to do things.
Yeah, true, but you need a mixture of adults and kids now. There's pointing at this, right? There's no kindergarten which don't have teachers inside in it. They don't just have kids running around.
I mean, you look at what? My man, Dave, you had Jorginho, you got rid of him. Who else he have? Oh, you got Thiago.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For me, we need more experience.
Senior heads, though. You still got senior heads there.
Not really. There's a few who are there. Now, we don't have too many. It's like, you see what Arsenal started doing? Arsenal, they obviously built a young team, right? But then they had guys like Partey. They brought in, what's his name? They brought in Jesus, who isn't old but isn't young. They brought in Zinchenko, who's got experience winning league titles. Like, I'm not saying they're the greatest players in the world, but they've got, they know what it takes. So yeah, it's what it is, man. But like, anyway, let's check the comments.
Yeah, 1 sec, yeah? I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, man, let me check this. So Ravi saying, DJ Shiggy Shigs, give a rewind that Craig David an awful dodger. Listen, you tell that to Shigs when he comes back, bro. He's unfortunately not been able to make it today. Ravi saying, yo, big up the gang. It's not the end of football. Other teams have to be better. I agree with you, man. I hear you on that still. Velvi saying, hello from Spain. Ravi saying, question, why do some Arsenal fans think getting Rice and Caicedo will mark the bad boys for life like PT and PL stuff? Listen, I can't lie. I think it's more to do with, obviously, Arsenal. Like, I know City won the title this year, but Arsenal gave them a good run for their money in it. And if we're being real, a few of their players in their midfield are getting on a little bit. So adding a bit more strength, youth, more energy, more like defensive prowess in there. Basically, new blood would be nice, and I think that's where they're getting gassed over if Rice and Caicedo come in. Velvi saying F crop and FSG, loyalty and stubbornness has cost us. I hear you, bro. And then about less than a minute later, man says we'll do the quadruple next year. Oh man, so you're cussing out your owners and your players and your manager, and then you say you're gonna do treble. I'd say no more. Velville saying Mac 10, yep, McAllister, very good player, got him on the cheap as well, very clever signing. Velville saying nose ball knowledge, abs ball knowledge. Listen, I know Nose will appreciate that, but unfortunately, that's also cap. Velville so saying, the way City defend, they struggle against big strikers. United messed up for not bringing on Weghorst earlier. You could argue the same thing for I don't know. Weghorst doesn't really. You don't really offer much in terms of. You don't really offer much in front of goal in it, and that's what you need from your striker. Ultimately, your striker needs to bank goals, and at the minute, since he's joined United, has not really been doing that. So obviously, I think that's probably where he wasn't really trusted by Ten Hag. Well, we're also saying it's okay. Megan Thee Stallion has already given Lukaku the prison sentence. Well, we're saying the atmosphere from City was awful. They started clapping after they won the UCL. I see more excitement in that prison than. But hey, listen, they're never gonna beat those allegations. I can't nah. They won't. Nah. City and their fans not making noise like that. Atmosphere not being great. Thing. Just I don't know because it feels different. Because the thing is, part of me is upset that City went and won it, but at the same time, I'm also like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't hate City like that. And I don't really care about them. They're just another club in the Premier League. They're not like my arch rivals or nothing. If you're a Manchester United fan, I could get it. If you're like if you're even a Liverpool fan, because they've been going out with both of them, then I get it as well. But with City, sadly, it's not really like that. I can't really. I don't know. For me, I'd be more upset if Arsenal, Manchester United, or Liverpool, even Tottenham, done the treble. If one of them four clubs done the treble, I'd be like, it's making me feel like ugh. It's just a bit mad. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, so as we said, congratulations to City. Unfortunately, they won the treble. Listen, and they finally got their hands on the Champions League after about £2 billion later. Loads of investment, loads of going out to crap teams, some terrible teams, which if I mention them, people start laughing at them, but it is what it is. Pep's finally got his hands on that trophy. It's another treble for them, and it looks like they're on top of the world. But as they always say, football does go in cycles. So hopefully, in the near future, another team can, take their place at the top. Hopefully, that's us. But yeah, so in other news, well, Nell isn't here at the minute, so we'll move on to something different. So Caicedo and Declan Rice to Arsenal. Now, from what I've been hearing, Declan Rice is basically done. I think Arsenal submitted a package of £92 million. And
Is that what they're saying? Yeah.
yeah, they've submitted the package, bro.
I'm seeing other things saying that there is off.
What, Rice?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a mixture of reports, isn't it? But with these things, it's so hard to believe sometimes.
Yeah, trust me.
I guess I'm waiting for my man when he says, "Here we go."
Yeah, for real. Or you know what the best bit is? Just wait for them to hold up the show on the club website.
I
And
know.
that's it. But I mean, I don't know. I think people know my opinion on Rice. I think he's a fantastic player. He's one of the best young midfielders in the Premier League.
I didn't expect you to have that view,
Where? What you think? I don't rate English players like that?
Not really.
Why? Because he's a proper Chelsea, Zigga Zaga and that.
I don't know, man. I would expect you to cuss him.
Nah, Rice is a great player, bro. I hate the team he's going to. I hate both teams that he's played for.
I don't know. I don't know. If he does go Arsenal, it's a mad thing, isn't it?
He's a very good player, man, and Caicedo as well. If they get both of them, then
No, they won't get both.
Well, then a possibility.
Now, United need to get Caicedo, man. We need.
Listen,
I'll pay 80 for him. I think.
I need Caicedo more than you in it. Have you seen?
No, you don't.
Yeah,
we
bro,
need
I've got Loftus. I've got Loftus Cheek and Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, so have them guy there, man.
Nah, man, I need Caicedo. I need that steal. I need. Listen. All I'm gonna say, not even to make it a racial thing, but every time Chelsea have been successful, there's been at least one BLM midfielder in the middle of the park. I'm just saying. So we need one of them.
Yeah, I guess, but
So listen, I need Caicedo at my club. I need that guy.
Nah, man, I need him. He's like my favorite player of the season so far. Like,
my player of the season's been.
I mean, away from the bait names and all that, like, just what he does for the team, what he's done for the team. Like, I just need that, man.
Nah, man, listen. I've got a better one. Eberiki Eze.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Eze is quality. At least say to them man there.
Eze has been.
Caicedo is clean, man.
Caicedo is very good, but for me, Eze's been he's been my guy that I've been watching. And Eze is another one that I take at my club.
I don't know if he would perform at a big club though. I don't know.
Who, Eze? No,
Yeah.
Eze would definitely.
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I know that people have.
Same with Elise. I don't know if that man would perform at a big club.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? So Eze, for me, seems like someone where they both seem like players where they just wanna. They're very direct when it comes to when they've got the ball at their feet in it. They'll just attack. They don't really care in it. Whereas there's other guys who they don't necessarily, and they're more decisive with their decision making, because I know that when Zaha, obviously he went to Man United and it didn't work out for him at the time for whatever reason. I think the difference is with Zaha is that I don't think Zaha was mature enough at that point to move to a big club.
Yeah, it was a bit too soon, innit?
Yeah, whereas with Olise and Eze, I think they've stayed at Palace long enough. They understand the Premier League. So if they stepped up to a bigger club,
I think I don't know, man. I don't
they
know.
could do it. Now, listen, Eze is so cold. And I've been saying Eze needs to be part of the England squad. He has to.
I think Where is he? Where's his background?
Eze, I don't know.
What's his background? Because I would say go with them instead, man.
Over who?
Whoever his background, like wait, let me see. Where's he from? Eze.
He's from Nigeria, bro.
Play for Nigeria, man.
Nah. Eze needs to.
Nah, I don't think he should. I don't think he should go. I think he should do the Zaha thing. Go play for. Like, it'll be improve them, man. Forget about England.
Nah, listen, Eze would do bits for England, especially when you got guys like Conor Gallagher and James Ward-Prowse starting for England. Then it's just long. I'd rather have Eze.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Think about. I know Olise already plays for France, but Eze, listen, that's my guy, man. That is my guy. Instead of signing Connie Chuk, to be honest, a lot of the time people's telling me, "Oh, you got to sign young players." That's the kind of young players I want us to go for. Innit? Guys like Eze, guys like Olise, who are actually who number one ahead of guys like Chukwuemeka and Madueke and even Mudryk. I'm not saying they're bad players, by the way. I'm just putting it into context. These guys, they're Premier League proven. They've shown they're adaptable. They played at a decent level for Palace, regularly been two of their better players. Mm-hmm. So for me, if we're looking for this young thing, I would have gone for both of them. Obviously, I know it's harder because Palace don't really sell their youngest. As we've seen,
they would have got cheaper as well, you know. You would have got them. Anyone would get them for cheap as well.
It depends. Apparently, Eze is going. His price tag is like 50 M's, and so is Olise. So
that's what I mean.
You'd be spending close to 100 M's on both, but in terms of value for money compared to the guy, which isn't too far if we spent on the two wingers we got in January. Yeah. In terms of value for money, it would probably do better long term in it. But anyway, that's a different cover for another day. Now, let's get to something involving your club, Mr. Nels.
Let's go.
Manchester United could be on the verge of getting bought by Qatar. Mbappe OT next year.
Hey, I'm seeing stuff, you know. I saw like the other sheikhs congratulating this sheikh for the purchase and that.
Yeah, I hear it.
Please, it's gotta happen, man.
Yeah,
if this happens, I'm balling out of control next season, man.
What, you scored for the Glazers that much?
They need to go, man. They need to go. Yes, they've given money and all that.
But they also made
the whole hire, like who they've hired, never fit like the philosophy for the club, man.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see Ten Hag era. Like, I feel like he's the right man to take us forward. Young enough manager, and I feel like his philosophy is the right way, compared to, no offense to like Van Gaal, Mourinho, and that. They're past their best.
Yeah,
Mourinho
definitely.
more so because like he fell out with everybody. He made it a toxic like environment to be in. Singled out players, never really blamed himself or anything. It was a bad environment, but yes, he did win 2 trophies as well. But like he's more of a manager for now. Like you get him in for the success for now, like not for planning long term. And I think going
Yeah.
forward with Ten Hag now is like the future.
Yeah, I get you. Is it not a bit worrying that Ten Hag's low key abandoned his principles very early to the season because you saw
He
how
kind
crap
of
they
had
played?
to though. He kind of had to with what he was given.
I hear you, but at the same time, listen, I get okay, here's how I put it. So there's two ways of looking. There's long-term gain and short-term gain. And
Yeah,
there's long and short term. In the short term, him doing it obviously did better for you because it meant that you got into the Champions League, which is where you want to be.
yeah.
But at the same time, here's my problem. So you see a few years, and I really hate doing this, but actually, I'll use a better example. So when Pep first came to this league, right? I remember like who was his keeper? He had Claudio Bravo, John Stones was in front of him. He had Kolarov. Was Sanya still in that team? Yeah, I think Sanya was
I
still in
think
that team.
so.
So at the time, all the guys in the media they kept saying the same thing. Oh, listen, we knew it because for years they've been saying it. They were saying, "Oh, Guardiola's football is fantastic, but we don't know if it work in this league and stuff." And even in the first season, they was all drilling him out, saying, "Oh, his football looks pretty, but his defenders can't really do it. They can't really play his playing out the back stuff." But he still kept at it. And then since then, obviously he got better players which fit his style of play. And
Yeah,
look where they are now.
yeah.
Even Arteta did it with Arsenal. Like he refused. Actually, not Arteta is a bad example because he kind of did around lockdown. But even Jurgen Klopp didn't, and they're probably the
Yeah,
two.
but that man have had time. This is Ten Hag's first season.
No, true, but I'm saying that even in their first season, they stuck to their principles, innit? Do you not think it would be better long term for your club if he stuck to his principles, exposed those guys so that he could basically hand out to the Glazers and like, listen,
No,
these are
because
the things I need,
I think
and then
in
let
this
him get
season,
it.
like, all right. So you're saying like what? What? In what way did he abandon his principles?
All right, so everyone knows that Ten Hag football is mainly like what's it called? It's mainly high energy, quick passing, quick moving type of that kind of style of play, and it's all about it's keep ball, but it's not as how do I say this? I think it's hard to explain because I'm not really I didn't watch loads of Ten Hag at Ajax, but he seemed like someone who played very direct attacking football, and
Mm-hmm.
he genuinely liked to play a high line, for example. So he realized his defenders and his midfield aren't capable of playing that high line like that.
Yeah.
So he had to drop back a few yards in it. And for me, in terms, this is just me. I'm not saying that people can disagree or agree because Tuchel did the exact same thing, and that's ultimately what led to his sacking in it. For me, if you're a manager, I'd stick to what I believe in, stick to my philosophy, and then
No,
just
because you can't do
highlight
that.
issues in the team.
It's as easier said than done. But football, you don't always have the time given to pull off your stuff. Everybody wants success. Um, Obviously we've had enough. It's been how many years before we even saw a trophy again? So I feel I know we already got like some of the fan base like saying like Ten Hag out and stuff like that. Or like those are the idiots, obviously. But like you have to. It's a results business. I'm afraid. Like you've got to pull it off by any means. And he didn't really abandon his philosophy. You just don't have the tools to do what he needs to be done yet. Obviously, what he doesn't have yet compared to the others is time. So he will get his time to implement his style and bring in who he wants to bring in. So we'll probably see that next season and the seasons going on, given that he's given the backing, the full backing as well. Whether it is Glazers next season or Shake, Jazim or whatever he says, however he says his name. So we have to wait for him to get his back in first before we can like judge him on that front. But he's done well with what he has. Like from what he's been given a dead Maguire. We had CR7.
Yeah.
Like we have non
The
Martial, a keeper who can't play out from the back or pass or barely make that much saves with his hands these days. De Gea, like I could go through, man. Like there's lots of holes in the teams, man. Like, and that's our fault, really. Like, the managers we've had in the past, they've never addressed what we needed. They've just gone for like I would love if my club forgot about all these big names, like because I'm seeing a lot of big names in this. Like, we need to go for the Casados, go for the lesser known names, like and build up rather than going for these big names that come with big price tags and big reputations. Like, we need to forget about that and start again, like properly.
Yeah, I hear it.
Feel,
I hear it, bro. I mean,
yeah, you know what I mean?
We'll see what Eric Ten Hag has up his sleeve. I mean, he's done very well, to be fair. And listen, he's clearly got the substance, he's got the vision, he knows what he wants to do. Unfortunately, he has quite a few donuts in his team. So
once he gets rid of them as well, like plain sailing from there, man. I can't wait to see. Heard might get Kim Min Jae as well.
Yeah, Kim Min Jae is good, to be fair. Very good player from what I've seen. But I don't know, it's going to be a lot more than that because I look at Manchester United and I'd be like, okay, so they need a new keeper. They need a new centre back.
100% need a new keeper.
They need another centre back. Probably.
If De Gea leaves, we need two.
Sorry?
I'm saying if De Gea leaves, we need two.
Two keepers or two centre backs?
Two keepers.
True. Okay, so let's say for the sake of it, let's say for argument's sake, two keepers. Okay, two keepers, a centre back. Probably either right or left back, depending on what they want to do.
We have two of each at the moment anyway. Right back.
Because you have Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, but I'll be real, Wan-Bissaka's good. So I'd keep him, but Dalot ain't really, he ain't really all that.
I know, Wan-Bissaka's definitely like the most improved player.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka's been fine. I'm not saying Wan-Bissaka's crap. I'm talking about just the guys around him or the guy behind him. Like his deputy really ain't all that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And then obviously you've got Luke Shaw on the other side.
Yeah, I know.
Probably another center. Probably two midfielders. Someone who can do the keep ball thing, because for as good as Eriksen is, he's lost his leg sliding. He don't really offer much defensively.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. We need a Casado.
Yes, but listen, we need more. I can't lie.
Nah, man. You got Enzo in that.
Enzo on his own though. If we keep him that, he's gonna get stripped. I'll be real. But let's actually keep going. So hold on. So what we said? We said a keeper.
Yeah.
A centre back.
Mm-hmm.
Of a left or right back, depending on which way you want to look on it. Let's just say left back for argument's sake. A left back.
We got Shaw and Malacia, so I don't know if we need any fullback.
All right, fine. Let's just, you know, for the sake of it, let's leave out fullback. So
a striker for sure, like
a striker,
100%.
And possibly a new winger, because for as good as Garnacho is, Garnacho ain't a right winger like that.
I would probably more say he's going to play on the left or something.
But then that's where Rashford plays, so that becomes a bit of a techie one.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've got, like, when it comes to the wingers, we're kind of stacked at the moment. We're stacked.
You're stacked on one side. There's no balance to it because let's be real. Anthony's been a letdown this season.
Nah, I wouldn't say he's been a letdown.
Nah, Anthony's not hit the levels that people expected him to. For
No,
the
but
price tag, for the price tag,
he
got brought
played
in
at
for.
Ajax. Like it's hard to. It's not like he came from Real or another big team elsewhere. Like he came from. Not saying that Ajax ain't a big team, but like
I'm
other
not
than
saying that
who
either.
else? Who
I'm
else?
not saying that.
Who else is winning their league apart from Ajax and Feyenoord? Like really,
And PSV, to be fair.
and
But I'm
PSV.
saying that Anthony, he's not been for what people would have expected of him,
It's
especially
because it's because of his price tag. Why people are
not
saying
just his price tag. His price tag, I think, like, he's not really as athletic as most wingers in the league. Like, I see him get outrun by quite a few guys. So there's that. He's very one-footed as well. So
he's left-footed, isn't it?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
but
left.
Robin was one-footed. Like Ribery was one-footed. That's not
No. Robin, listen, Robin was
Robin.
one-footed.
I mean, Robin.
Robin was one-footed, but Ribery could, what's it called? Ribery could do it with both feet. And also, the difference is though, Robin was playing in the Bundesliga. Not even disrespect the Bundesliga, but I'm just talking about the Premier
Yeah,
League.
but he still smacked guys up. Like when they came.
No, he did. But the difference is, I think with Robin, it was more like, I don't know. I feel like Robin was a bit more adaptable to situations than Anthony is. Anthony doesn't seem like a player who's super
We don't know
adaptable.
yet. We don't know. Time will tell. You got to give man time, man.
No, I'm not even saying he's a flop. I'm just saying for this season alone, I wouldn't. If I was personally rating him, no bias aside, I wouldn't say more than a 6 out of 10. But that's just me.
But you know, he's Brazilian, new league. Like I'm gonna give him his time before I say if he's a flop or not.
No, I'm not even saying he's a flop, but the jury's still out on him.
Yeah, the jury's still out.
And next up, this one hurts me. I can't now because this is personal, but he's also been a bit of a letdown. Mr. Jadon Malik
Ah,
Sancho.
man. Do you know? I've seen certain man trying to defend this guy. I'm not saying any names here, but he can't be defended this season, especially this season, man. Like he's had highlights, a few highlights of when he's done good, but it's very small compared to it doesn't outweigh the bad. So whatever we decide to do with Jadon next season, whether it's keep him, he has to do better, man.
Yeah, I hear it.
He's got to do better. He's got to hit the gym. The technique's there. It's just the physicality, man. He needs more. He needs to not be scared of these challenges, not be scared to go in for a header. He needs to do more. Oh, Chile. Oh,
Listen, the Man City fan has arrived.
Yes.
Congratulations, Chile.
Man City
Right.
fan.
First of all, you two are going on like you want to get a room. What's with all the loving? I want to hear some proper talking here.
Well,
Right.
no,
Nels, what colour's Manchester?
Red.
What colour?
Red.
It sounded like you said red to me.
Yeah, I did.
You know what colour it is.
Nah, mate. What about your ends, innit? Your ends ain't Manchester. Your ends is North, innit?
But no, I'm Manchester. I told
you're not.
you.
No, his ends is now Edmonton.
Yeah, that's how the
No,
Enfield.
man, I don't know their ends there.
Bounds Green and all them places. That's your ends. Listen, we've got a man he's gone AWOL the last few months.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what's Sakaya? What's that
Wow.
new Sakaya?
It's a blast from the past.
You'll never sing that. Listen to Kea. Got some words to have, bro, because this generational Arteta guy, well, listen, he's under the microscope, my brother. He's under the microscope. What's he saying? Invincibles, you'll never say that. Bro, listen, the Invincibles, for everything that people say about it, that thing was nearly 20 years ago. It's been done. I've not seen a league title since then, my brother.
And Arsenal will never say 3 is the magic number.
Arsenal falling behind West Ham now in European heritage.
Yeah, for real. Do you see the celebrations? They were doing Bowens on fire and that.
Yeah, that was joke.
That killed. That killed.
So Arsenal are raiding West Ham, ain't they? Ain't they after Basmati?
Yeah, they're taking Rice off him.
Apparently,
They're gonna,
100 M's.
yeah,
big
they'll probably
money.
take him.
that's big. I don't know if they'll do that. I can't see them spending 100 M's.
Nah, they'll spend it. Rice is too good not to be.
I can't see them doing it. I can't. Arsenal, I don't know, actually.
What's their biggest spend? 72 on Pepe.
72, yeah.
You
That's what I'm saying. I
you
can't see them
laughing
doing that again.
The fact that they spent 72 M's on that guy.
Listen, I can't even laugh because I've had some howlers.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, I've probably had the most howlers and I'm still laughing. Learn to have shame, Nels. Learn to have no shame, sorry. Do your mad thing, innit? But anyways,
when it matters, isn't it? When it matters.
it's okay. Also saying Jason's lucky that the UCAS deadline hasn't passed yet.
Who's Jason?
Oh, I think he means Jaden. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's more Cho, bro. I think Cho needs to take note of the UCAS deadline because he's done at the top level.
Is he still at your club? Yeah,
he is. He's been stealing a living.
Was he on loan?
He was on loan at Leverkusen, but this is how much they didn't rate him. They cut him out. They scored 2 games before the season ended. That's how dead man.
That's cold, man.
Who's that, Abs?
Hudson Odoi.
Oh.
He is useless. But anyway, since we've got our fellow now, he claims he's a City fan, but really we know underneath the jersey, you got the lily white, the little, the chicken cottage badge. We have got our Spurs representative, Mr. Chili. What are you telling me, bro?
What do you want to know?
Nah, I'm just seeing what going. I'm seeing how you're doing and that. Obviously, new gaffer, Uncle Ange is your new manager. I think he's a great appointment.
How do you feel, man?
How do you feel?
To be honest, I did say to you, man, I prefer him over the rinse and repeats from the Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I've heard good things about him. People are banging on about how old he is. I understand if they're saying how old he is to get his first big job, if you want to call it a big job. But Celtic's a big team. I know it's only them and Rangers in that league, but you still got to do it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as long as, if we lose 9 of our first 10 matches, they're going to sack him, and they shouldn't. We've got to persevere with this guy now, do you know what I mean? And get some stability and let him see a vision through. It's no good keep every 18 months. We've got to get a new manager, which then means new players, new system. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think with Spurs, though, I think the problem is it's not even been like a new players thing because, let's be real, since Pochettino's come in, there's not really been a manager, since Pochettino's left, there's not really been a manager who's had a large influx of their own players come in because it's still the same core that were Reece, Dyer, Sanchez.
That's the thing, Abs. We bring the players in, but in the wrong positions. Look how many players we brought in last season. It's about 8 last summer, sorry.
Yeah.
And half of them got loaned out. Man like Spence was shipped out straight away.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah. But then apparently Conte said that's a club signing. He weren't feeling Spence anyway. So
I think Spence was a good player though, so I never really understood why he got moved out. But that's another story for another day. But anyway, Sakir saying, bro, even ESR and Reece Nelson 8 in the Bundesliga, you have to be so bad not to. Broski, listen, I'll be real. This ain't me scoring own goals, but at the same time, we've also seen some of your best players like Nicolas Pepe come to the Premier League and not eat as well. And we also saw him go back to France and not eat. Lacazette didn't come eat him.
And Reece Nelson's about to eat. He's just got a new contract and he offered that 1 goal.
He's eating fully on that rep there, boy.
Yeah, for that 1 goal, you know.
Yeah, I know.
That's bags. Man is hustling.
And Ketty is eating as well, but off that 14 shirt as well.
No, he ain't wearing 14. He's wearing
He is wearing 14.
That's Nketiah, bro. Nketiah's
That's what I
wearing
just
14.
said.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
It said Nketiah's eating.
Oh, okay. Nah, but
Yeah.
to be fair, listen, Nketiah, it's the vibes in it, and the tune's good as well. Like, your defense is in trouble. Nketiah in the room. You know them ones, Arsenal fans was making. But nah, so I mean, now, but back to what we were saying, innit? You see, with Andre, I think Andre's a good manager. Like, I've not watched a million games of him, but I watched when they played against Liverpool, and I know they got smacked about 7-2.
Oof. You
Wait,
can't
was
judge
that-
him off that then.
Was that no? That was Rangers. Sorry, no. But the thing is,
Oh, they smacked up Rangers. That not
No,
Celtic
that's
didn't, when in the Champions League.
yeah. My bad. I messed up. I had a brain fart. But from what I've read, Andrew seems like a good manager. If it helps, he's worked in the same system and the same, what's it called? The same setup. The old Manchester City. He basically worked for them in it. Like, he managed one of their clubs that are part of the City group. So you could say, he's got links to the way that City do this and that. So there may be a bit of positivity around there. But I don't know. It remains to be seen. Just do us a favor, actually. Make sure next season that Diane Sanchez is still starting in front of as your central defense.
Hopefully, adding Maguire to the mix.
I
as
don't
well.
even want them to be in the city of London, let alone in Tottenham.
Hey, Chili, take Maguire off us, please.
No, he's already said he ain't moving anyway. He's on that big cheddar. Where's he going?
Nah, man, he needs to go to you guys, man.
Nah.
You lot got the Legion of Doom over there. You need to add to it.
Answer the Legion of Doom. Brothers of
Add to
Destruction and that.
Take him, man. Take him from us, please.
Listen,
What
you
app
know-
do you take him? Chelsea needs
No,
How much are you going to take for him?
I'll
Rock
take
bottom price. What's your rock bottom for him?
40.
40?
Yeah.
No, man. I thought you were going to say like 15 or something.
Nah. He's still England international, all of that malarkey. So he's got
Bro, Scott Parker was England international. Jay Rodriguez was England international. No one
How many
cared.
finals did he make?
Huh?
How many finals did he make? There you go. There you go.
The script got
And you
mixed.
can say, at least you can say Maguire was integral to them reaching that final as well.
Yeah.
And
I
your
know
manager apparently plays a high line, Nels. Do you think
No,
Maguire
man.
can be in that defence?
He can't even be in our defense, so that's what I'm saying, man. But someone needs to take him.
No, not us.
Harry stayed for a long time, bro.
Nah, man, I hope not.
I'll be so annoyed
if he
if they
stays there,
actually
it
done
means he ain't
that.
got no ambition. If he stays, that's what it means.
But how
Listen,
much is he on though?
Don't matter.
Of course it matters because if he's on like 300 up around
he's
that
on
range.
like 150 something or 170.
Oh, so he's not mega high
He's
then?
not mega. No, he's not mega. He's not one of the top earners.
Oh, I thought he was.
Nah, even though he came with a big price tag, obviously, but he's not
Yeah.
one of the biggest earners at the club.
yes.
Oh yeah, so yeah, because you'll get someone to pay between 1 and 150 to him a week, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm sure of it, man. Maybe Villa or something, man.
Who did Villa just buy? They've just
Villa
tied
just got
someone
Tielemans.
down.
Villa's got Tielemans.
Oh yeah, Tielemans, yeah.
I want Maddison.
I want Maddison,
Well,
but he
Maddison-
looks like he's going Newcastle.
I know, man.
Listen, Madison, I'll be real. Madison ain't.
No, Maddison's better than Mount.
Madison's cold, man.
Listen, I
Watch
know
him, Ab,
people talk about
seriously.
For
Madison.
me, Maddison's better than Mount.
He's not.
Oh, easily.
Easily better than Mount.
He's not.
For me,
Mason's clear of that guy.
nah, Mace ain't clear of.
He is.
Madison had something like 20 goal contributions in a team that got relegated, Ruster.
So what? Mason got 30 GA and people were saying the guy's meaty. So
When?
Yeah,
last
when?
This season, not this season.
yeah, but this season was, technical difficulties in it.
You can only go on his last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're only as good as your last season.
And he was, what's it called? And he got benched for a while, innit? But even before he got
Why
benched,
did he get benched though?
Yeah, that's a
Contract
good
situation.
question.
Yeah, why did he get
It
benched?
was club politics, bro.
I don't
Listen.
want Mount. I don't want Mount. If I'm honest with you, I
Nah,
don't want.
listen. You lot don't deserve the Glock 19. The Glock
Yeah,
19
you
is too
lot
good
keep
for
him
you.
then. You lot keep him.
Who's the Glock 9 Mount?
I fully don't care. I don't want him, man. I
Why
want
not?
Madison.
Would
I
you
want
not do?
Madison. I think Madison's better.
Fine, fair enough, but
Uh,
I don't agree. But listen,
Madison's definitely better than Mount. Come on
he
now.
isn't. He's not. I
Come
promise he's not.
What
Madison,
can Mount do better than Madison?
um, very good question. He doesn't spam shots for fun. He's
Madders don't do that.
he
The only
does.
thing that Mount has over Madders is the age. That's the only thing.
What's the age
He
difference?
works harder than
I think
Madison.
Mount's like 24, innit? Or 25.
And
And
what's
Madders is
Madison?
like 27.
Oh, that's nothing.
He's a
Then.
better shooter than Madison. Madison is better from set pieces,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Passing.
Passing,
I have Fez. He's a better passer, but he's not a better shooter, and he's not a better dribbler than Mount.
he's a better
I would
shooter.
probably say he is better shooter than
Yeah, he's definitely a better shooter than Mount.
Nah, not for me. Not for me.
I think
Then again, I've never really been a big Madison fan like that. I used to think he was good when he first came through, but then I really watched him and took a deep dive into it. I was just like, nah, it's not all that. But anyway, so
And don't forget, he's been playing at a relegation team. You got
yeah,
to
but
factor
before that,
that
he was
in.
playing for a team
Exactly.
that was potentially competing for Champions League. So,
yeah, but how did that go for him?
well, he flopped on both occasions
There we go. See?
because he didn't turn up at the final stages. Bottom. But anyway, so because we're nearly an hour, so we're probably gonna wrap this up in a little bit. But is there any other news that's come out recently apart from what's it called?
Mbappe's up for sale. Some Madrid ain't going in for Kane again.
Nah.
Did he? No, I swear. I didn't see that he was up for sale though.
He's not up for
Apparently,
sale, but he said that he's not going to sign another contract.
He said he's staying at PSG.
No, he said he's not gonna sign any deal with them, so he's just gonna walk.
Mm.
Oh,
The
he's
only-
gonna go next season then.
Yeah, because I don't
Unless
think
Madrid put in a nice offer this season. But Madrid just got Bellingham, didn't they? Was that 100 mil?
Yeah, that was over.
it's
Yeah,
just under. It's just under, but the
Ship
thing
said
is-
that he tried to brush it off his shoulder, but that one must have hurt.
Yeah, that one must have hurt. I saw Hassam shave his hair the other day.
Oh yeah, that was too funny.
He was so convinced that Bellingham was coming to Liverpool.
Oh, I heard these
So he
guys.
said that he would shave his head if it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad.
I know that one's gonna hurt. That's gonna be that one. Bellingham to Liverpool is like Ronaldinho to United for that.
Yeah.
No, but it's not like no, but you know what? It's not like it's cool. It's not like Man United didn't actually make an approach for Ronaldinho. They did.
They did. He was coming.
But Liverpool didn't. Liverpool never made an approach for Bellingham.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
They were just flirting. They were just sat there saying, "Oh, next summer Jude's coming. Oh, this summer Jude coming. That summer Jude." It was
They
like,
didn't get a chance to make a move. They're waiting for the window to open and it's gone.
Do you know what they was relying on Henderson to talk to him or something?
no, my God.
Just because them two pally at the World Cup.
You know what Liverpool were, right? Liverpool were that man who goes into a club, sees the same girl every other week, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And they tell he tells his brethren to go chat to her brethren and tell her, listen, nah, you know, my boy's into you, innit? And he thinks he's cute and stuff. He wants to take you home, but he never made the first move. And then some next man comes in on the first night, takes her home, and you know, and does the business in it. That's what Liverpool were. Real Madrid said, "Now, bun this flirting talk. We're dropping the bag and taking him. Quick thing."
Yeah.
But
No messing about.
What else? I'm trying to remember. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So obviously, because we're gonna wrap this up now. So for what's it called? So each of us give 3 main signings, 3 main names. Try to keep it realistic. that you want this summer at your club?
All right.
Well, actually, no, we'll make it 4. 4
Oh.
for each. So,
4, yeah.
who
4.
wants to go first?
I'll go first because mine's pretty easy. I want Raya, Maddison. This one's probably not realistic, but Bastoni.
Okay.
And who? Another centre back. I can't think who though.
Maguire.
Anyone but Maguire.
All right, come on, man, take him. He might be good for you lot though. Never
If
know.
you play back 3, then yeah. If not, then no.
And you lot he probably would play a back 3.
If they play back 3, he could actually.
Who? Ange? No, he plays a back 4-4-3-3. And his right backs come inverted into the middle and become like.
Listen, I could imagine Ben just trying to invert.
Don't worry, we know what Pochi's got to do. We're going to get 6 points off you this season.
Oh, really? Listen,
I want to see that clash, you know. I can't wait.
Listen, we're gonna beat them in it. Poch is gonna come back to his old stomping ground, running.
We're going to cheer Poch, and then we're going to beat you 3-1 at our place.
Cheer Poch. Damn,
and 2-1 at your place.
Not happening. Not happening. You come back to this. I'm guaranteed. I'm taking 6 points off Tottenham next year. Innit?
You have no credit or anything after the way you spoke about what you were going to do at Man United, and then you had to come with your tail between your legs,
exactly,
making excuses.
Listen, Chile, as I
talking
said,
about what was he saying that they were singing? They were singing something at you, or
listen, as I said,
you were saying a lot, man.
As I said, Chile, about that game, there was technical errors. The wrong script was given before match. The wrong script. I was so certain they was gonna give the script where I won 2-1 with a Mudryk winner. However, they must have switched the scripts around.
As well, you know.
Listen. The scripts were switched around. There was some technical difficulties. I've even got an apology of, privately. I shouldn't be saying this. I got an apology of the script writers. They told me, listen, next time we'll make sure we put the right script in there.
It's your imaginary script writers, yeah?
No, it's not. They're the real script writers. These guys are employed by the Premier League. They know what they're on. But
I thought of my fourth player, Abs, Kim Min Jae.
Nah, that ain't happening. We got him. Oh, we're getting him.
That's another one we slept on, man. We should have had him 2 seasons ago for half the price.
Do you know what happens though, man? We should have had Casado years ago as well.
No, listen, we should have had Declan Rice years ago. And now he's going to the Ops. But anyway, so Nels, give us your 4 then, bro.
All right, 4. So I'm 100% saying Casado. We need a new keeper. I don't know. I would take Onana from Inter.
Yeah.
I would take him. He had a good performance as well, man. We didn't speak about that.
Yeah.
Oh, striker. I don't know. I'm in 2 minds because I would take Kane, but I don't want Kane.
Why not?
I want someone younger.
So what, bro?
Kane's got 5 years left at the top, man. Don't worry about that.
So, I don't know.
Kane's got ages, bro. Kane fires any. Listen, I know I always hate on Kane and I say big moments and all them thing there. But let's be real. If Kane went to Manchester United, he fires them to a title race.
I think he does fight. I think
that's what I said.
He does make the difference, to be honest. I'll say Kane then. Kane. So
you said
Onana, Caicedo, Kane.
If you take Kane, you got to take either Sanchez or Dyer with him.
Nah. You know what? Yeah, I might have to say, all right. If that was the case, yeah, I would take Sanchez then because Sanchez has worked with Ten Hag before.
Okay,
but obviously, I don't want none of them. I don't know. I don't know who else. All right, so wait, I said Kane, Casado, Onana, and who's the guy? Atalanta striker.
Hoyland,
No, you know what? Madison as well. I'll take Madison.
Madison.
Yeah, I'll take Madison.
Well,
We
listen,
need
I'm
Prem. I'm going straight for the Prem on this one, right?
Yeah.
Prem proven.
Premier League proven players now. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I had this chat with someone. He was basically saying that we need to sign players from the Premier League because that's how we'll start becoming more dominant stuff. But anyway, so for that reason, I'm gonna go for my first choice is Andre Onana because listen, I've had to deal with that fool Kepa for too long now.
What's happened to Mendy as well?
Listen, Mendy as well, he's crap. No, I won't get started.
What you said that he was the best keeper in the Prem.
He was
Don't
at
lie
the
to
time.
me. Don't lie to me.
He was at the time. Listen, once upon a time, United fans told me De Gea is the best keeper in the Prem. What happened? He declined.
Yeah, he
didn't
was. He declined, didn't it? But you said it, and my man only played the season.
Listen, he was at the time. He was the best keeper in the Premier League. However,
For a season.
Yes,
I thought it was for a half a game.
no, it was a long time. However, obviously,
No, he had one season, and because he was in contention for the Ballon d'Or as well, innit?
No, he wasn't.
Oh no,
He was in contention for the Copper Trophy.
no, he was in contention for the Ballon d'Or because he won the African Nations that year and the Champions League. Remember?
No.
You've forgotten already, yeah? I remember you said that he was the best keeper in the Prem.
Yeah, at the time, he deserved to be
Now
the
you
best
got
keeper.
amnesia.
At the time, he was the best keeper in the Prem. Since then, he's obviously declined, but whatever. So I need a new
He
keeper.
declined hard, and he fell off hard, boy.
Yeah, he did. So I need either one of Onana or Magnon. One of those two.
Who?
Oh, Magnon from AC Milan.
Oh, yeah.
One of them two. You know what? I'll be real. I'm gonna just let me be a bit. Okay, Onana's one. Second, I need. We need a DM, so I'd take Caicedo. We need midfielders in general, innit? So I would take Caicedo. That's who I'd want. I'd also. I'd take Lavia as well.
Oh, yeah.
I would take Lavia, and we need a striker, don't we? Problem is, obviously, we will never get Harry Kane because Daniel Levy don't sell to Chelsea.
That's right.
So, and Ivan Toney still hasn't busted case.
I'll take Tony as well, you know.
No, but Tony didn't bust
Tony's
case.
on a ban, mind you. It's not
I would
very long.
take it. I would buy him for January.
Nah, I don't think he's available. And
Well, he's not available till January.
Yeah, he isn't. And you know what? I might have to sacrifice a striker for this one, you know, and just run with. And unfortunately, if he does stay, I might have to run with Lukaku for a season, innit?
What about Eze? Wouldn't you take Eze?
He is horrible, man.
Listen. Knows for the greater good of my midfield, I might have to do it. And also because at the same time, listen, I don't want to do it, but our wingers are unknown commodities, and I don't want to buy a striker who is suited for a specific style of playing at Osimhen, only to find out that our wingers aren't super creative like that, innit?
I know, yeah, it's true. It's a gamble.
So that's why I think I don't know. At least with Lukaku, I know we paid stupid money for him, but actually, I can't bring myself to play Lukaku. Listen, we'll figure out, innit? And the third midfielder, me personally.
What's happened to my man? Has he gone?
Who?
Broja.
He's injured, bro. He's been injured.
Broja.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good at Southampton, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was. I don't know. The fourth one is hard. Fourth one, I probably.
You're not taking Eze, Abs.
I would love Eze. Eze is a fantastic player. But I need a winger as well. That's where the jarring thing is. So
Take Sancho. Apparently, Man United are trying to ship him off.
Yeah, take Sancho.
I can't take Sancho. You
Take
know
Sancho.
who I would take on a sly? I don't know. You know what? I might have to stick with striker as the easiest one. Striker Osimhen. There you go. Protosoft.
All right.
Osimhen or Vlahovic, or even that's
Yeah,
it.
Vlahovic as well.
Or outside shout. I know he gets a lot of crap, but I would still have Lautaro Martinez at Chelsea.
I don't know, man. That one stinks a bit.
He's still quality. But anyway, look.
He might be able to do it in the Prem though, because he's got that intensity about him. But...
yeah, he does. But anyway, lads, we've come to the end of the show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it would have been a bit more depressing if certain other guys came in. Thankfully, they didn't come through. So, not thankfully, because that's being disingenuous. It would have been, what's it called? Thankfully, we managed to keep our spirits up and do all of that. Is there anything that any of you want to add?
No, just that the city is blue.
Sky is definitely blue when it's daytime.
Well, London is definitely blue,
definitely isn't blue.
What color is London then?
I'd have to say red at the moment, red and white.
Man said red and white. Nah, not for me.
I don't know about that,
They smashed it. We finished where? Who was the next London team behind them? Us. In 8th place.
Oh,
in that sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, neither club has justified it with a trophy. At least when we was finishing above you, we were justifying it with
yeah, but you finished 12th, so that's all I can talk about.
Listen,
I can't speak on anything that happened all them years ago. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You finished 12.
3 weeks ago, Fig, but
you didn't even get in the top, not even in the top half. You have to scroll to see where you finished.
No. Listen, I've said this again. I check the table on my computer, so I don't have to scroll anyway. It's mine.
Yes, you do. You must have one big screen if you don't have to scroll.
I work on my computer, man, so it's cool. But anyway, look, but anyway, this. There we go. We've come to.
You got him, Chili.
Listen. I don't have to scroll because I'm on my computer, innit?
What are you talking about? I thought the show was done later. Thanks for coming.
In a bit. Love for tuning in, people. Go
big
follow
up, everybody.
Yeah, big up. Mash up the like button.
And we'll be back next week, hopefully with a full house. In a bit. Love.